What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Cannonfodder. Welcome back to Terraria, the most inconsistent series on my channel, aside from, well, Darksiders, SimCity, and really just about anything else that I record. I should do something about that. Oh dear. Alright, well, in between now and the last episode, not much has happened except for whatever that shiny thing down there is. Right, so, as some of you who have been watching for a while may remember, there used to be a thing where this bridge used to be. It was entrance to what was going to be our trophy hall of sorts. Small little caves and a big lot of just stuff. And then small rooms where we have all the trophies with things that we got from bosses in them. I changed my mind about that. We made an attempt at a Greco-Roman style doodad thing. It's interesting. I like it. There are some things that need a bit of work and it needs to be finished. One of the things that I didn't realize was, when I started the project, how much space I didn't have. So the idea I had in my head was one of these little plinths for every single boss that we fight. Yeah, there's not going to be enough space for that. There's something like 15 bosses, and I think I've only got room for maybe another 2 plinths. So we'll do 4 plinths. So, yeah, 4 plinths. We'll have the boss trophies sort of hanging on the walls. Maybe put something in the inside here. Eventually, these pillars and things are probably going to get changed a bit when we get access to the mechanic. Yeah, the mechanic. So then we'll be able to actually like use the actuators to hide the walls. Yeah, that's the idea, at any rate. So, I'm thinking that for this particular episode, we need to do things like, obviously more building there, which we'll start off in a second, but also some more prep for the next boss. Now, we've done the Eye of Cthulhu and the Brain of Cthulhu. However, we need to prep our other character for Skeletron. Skeletron's the next one. Indeed. As well as farming up more bits and pieces. So I need to get more of these Eskimo suit guys, another hood. I need another 3 hoods. One for the pink suit and another one... Oh no, just another 2. So one for the pink suit and there's another suit up in where I have my... Where I have the fisherman. The fisherman, he has a suit as well. Around here, yeah. So we need to sort that out soon as well. And just generally a whole lot of farming. But I think the best thing to do is just to get stuck into it. Alrighty then. The glorious, mostly marble Hall of Achievements is done. Obviously, again, some refinement work to do. I'm going to make those actually like these marble pillars are actually going to be pretty solid, I think, and then we'll. Depends. I like that indent, but I also like the fact that there's going to be like a little bit of maybe. So maybe the insides of these I might turn solid with, and actually bring these down and actually turn them into, yeah, like fill in the bases of these little plinths here, and put them. Yeah, put actuators there. Don't know about the actual support pillars. Maybe, we'll see. As for the background, I'm not sure again whether or not I'll do anything with that. Maybe just leave it as it is, like there's this large open cavern to this thing that's sort of just hanging around. But this here at the back is going to be, this is where the Moonlord stuff is going to sit. Yeah, I know, it's going to be weird having it all side on and stuff, but in that case, I do actually need to fill in the backgrounds. Design decisions to be made. That's going to be mildly frustrating. I'm gonna give that some more thought. In the meantime, let's go get our other character and see where we're at along the lines of our preparation to Skeletron. And we back. So we are currently at Crimtain level gear. And again, I need to, oh my goodness, where's the wiki? That one. Alright. So, where are we? Okay, so the wiki is a little confusing again. Right. So, first things first. We do some things towards this end. Grab you because ammunition. This will be step one. Pretty good at grabbing a hook, don't we? Yeah, we got a diamond hook. That's fine. Oh, I could have bought the ruler earlier. Oh well, whatever. Right. Let's do a rundown on the Tinker's Workbench. So, the goblin is found after you do the goblin invasion. This is a bit. This is impromptu, so this is going to be interesting. I've run out of room for the Tinkers. We'll cross that when we get to it. We'll build him a little workshop. We'll build him a thing. Yeah. Alright. So the goblin is found after you defeat the goblin invasion. He's found in any one of a number of caves, just below stuff. I'll go pull up the wiki just so that I get my information right, so that I'm not feeding you guys the wrong thing. Where are we? NPCs, Goblin Tinkerer. Right, there we go. Cavern layer, ladies and gents. He's found in the cavern layer after a goblin army has been defeated. He'll be tied up somewhere. Just right click on him, that releases him. So he sells not only the rocket boots and the Tinker's Workbench, but also things that are helpful for building. So you've got tool belt, grappling hook if you don't already have one, the ruler as well, great for measuring out stuff, spiky balls for people who want to throw things at others. Tool belt is really handy as well, so it means you can actually place blocks further and further away from you rather than having to sort of dig into walls and teleport yourself around. He also has the reforge function, which is really handy. Now, quick rundown on this. Each weapon has various modifiers on it. So for instance, my diamond staff is Mystic. That gives it extra damage that lessens the mana cost use for each time I fire it. A better magical So that's a modifier. Modifiers come in different types. You've got your magic damage, range damage, melee damage modifiers. There are generic modifiers. There are buffs for various things. So this one, my shackle has a damage modifier on it. Movement speed modifiers on my magnet. Defense modifiers on my bricklayer. And speed on my boots. As well as other things. So my sword is sharp. Pickaxe has nothing. Axe has nothing. Star cannon has nothing. That's mythical. That's mystic. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright. These all have various modifiers on them. But if you don't like the modifier that you get, say for instance, I want to equip the stopwatch, but I'm not entirely happy with melee speed, I can go to the Goblin Tinkerer and reforge. Each reforge type has the cost varies. It does have a cost, but whether the different modifier, the initial modifier on that weapon, will change how much you spend reforging an item. Let me know if I'm making this confusing, and in the next episode we can go over it again. Currently I've got a platinum, 13 gold, 40 silver, and 91 copper. So I'm just going to reforge this one anyway. I can get more gold later. Nothing a spot of farming won't fix. 2 gold and 40 silver. Currently at violent. We've reforged it. It's now menacing. So we've gone from 4 melee speed to extra damage. So our weapons, instead of swinging faster, will now hit just a little bit harder. But it's of a similar level, I guess you could say, the modifier is. So it's going to cost the same. For instance, if I wanted to reforge this one, this now has an additional cost on it. 2 gold, 6 silver, 56 copper. Now, I'm not going to reforge this one. Mythical is actually a really good modifier, and I did spend a considerable amount of gold getting it to that one. Mystic, also a really good modifier. It is the lower end, so they'll have different, like 4 different levels. Mystic being the least of the magic tiers, Mythical being the best that you can get. Some weapons also have limits on the modifiers that you can place on them, so some swords will only allow you to go up to Godly, some might allow you to go all the way up to Legendary, which is technically the best modifier that you can get within the game. So that's pretty good. And others have, like, there are certain ranged weapons that will only allow you to go up to a demonic modifier, which gives you various things like this speed, ammo costs, damage, that kind of thing on demonic. And I mean, I could look it up. Let's go look it up, because I'm actually now curious, because I have forgotten. So yeah. There are obviously different classes, different things for different items you have. So accessories will have their own modifiers, weapons their own modifiers as well. Melee, ranged, magic will have your own. Mythical being the best. Mystic is the worst. Well, not really the worst, but it is the gives you the least amount of stuff. Under ranged, Unreal is the best. But some of them won't let you do that. They'll only let you go up to the standard, which is demonic, which is actually technically just yeah. So demonic gives you plus 15% damage and plus 5% crit strike. Godly gives you plus 15 damage, plus 5 crit strike, and plus 15 knockback. Legendary, which is a melee. All melees can go up to Legendary except spears. Mining and resource collection, the best prefix for tools is Light, which offers the greatest increase in speed, or Massive for increased range. I like Legendary. It gives decent overall, so size as well as speed. But yeah, moving on. So modifiers. You want to remodify your weapons and tools and other kit, go to Goblin Tinkerer. Goblin Tinkerer sells this, the workbench. Now you can see here on the left-hand side of my screen, I have several items on the side here, based purely upon what I have in my inventory. So if I take these boots out, one of these boots out, the boots disappear. This is good because it allows you to save space in your inventory for one thing, but also allows you to upgrade your equipment. So, Goblin Tech. This is one of the first steps we need to make towards our, what's it called, PDA? Yeah, PDA. PDA and cell phone. So, combining your, what is it? GPS, combines your radar, your DPS meter, and whatever the one is that's movement speed. It'll be in the description down below. So I've got my Goblin Tech now. It doesn't have any modifiers on it. My boots also don't have any modifiers on it, so I'm actually going to go spend a little bit of time modifying them. Be right back. And we're back. Alright, so I've done a little bit of modifying. So my Spect boots, which are the combination of the Rocket boots and the Hermes boots, are now quick, so it's an extra 4% movement speed. And my Goblin Tech now gives me extra armor. I've switched the Bricklayer out, which is a 2 defense for my Goblin Tech, so I can now see a whole bunch of other stuff. So obviously chests are detected nearby, no rare enemies, no creatures. Damage per second is not available because I'm not hitting anything. It's my speed, always good to have, and the direction in which I'm traveling. Alright, so that's a bit of a step in the right direction. I'm going to need a few more items to combine with the stuff that I already have here. For instance, the Band of Regen is going to combine with a Band of Star Power, and that'll get me both mana regen as well as a little bit of health regen. And the Shackle also gets combined with a few other bits and pieces. Now, if you're confused about recipes for various items, the guide is always helpful. So, Magic Cuffs. So, mana regen band. And that gets us the Magic Cuffs, which is increases maximum mana by 20, restores mana when damaged. Helpful. This one is Band of Star Power, is the Magic Regen Band, or the Charm of Myths. I think I might go Charm of Myths. So Philosopher's Stone. We might actually need to farm up another Band of Regen for that though. I may actually need the mana regen for other things. And then this one can be combined with those Magic Cuffs from earlier to make the Celestial Cuffs. So pick up range as well as restores mana when damaged. And then that's the Avenger item is going to be very, very late game for us. But when we get to that, we can always make ourselves another Celestial Magnet. Alright, that I believe is all we've got time for today. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. My name's Cannonfodder. This is our single player expert mode Terraria Let's Play. Oh, yes, okay, so that's another thing. Careful when flying. Things do happen. You will take full damage. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.